Hi guys, Sashdown212 here. So it's not exactly how I planned on spending my Monday lunchtime, but here we are. I know lots of people probably have a lot of questions right now, which is completely fair enough. Hence the video. But I just thought the video was like a better way of getting stuff out, so I'm not like hiding behind a screen. It's not just like long paragraphs of words and nonsense. I just thought a video was the better way to do it. So here we are. Just a heads up though. This video is going to be completely unedited, uncut, completely truthful. May touch on mental health issues, so if you're not into that sort of thing, I recommend stopping watching the video at this exact moment in time, because I don't really want to be held responsible for upsetting anyone, because I'm not about that life. But anyway, let's start at the beginning. What is TCN? For anyone that doesn't know, TCN was a network that me and John, another streamer who I've got no bad blood with at all, no problem with him. In fact, I'll even pop his link in the description below. Go check him out, he is a good streamer. Like I said, I've got nothing against the guy. But yeah, we started TCN in middle of last year, I want to say, just before the summer. Could be wrong on that. So obviously we met around May time, I want to say. So yeah, we thought a lot of people are coming together for our channels anyway, so we'll make like a joint thing where we can sort of have people coming together, helping each other out, that sort of thing. Had some cool times. We had some obviously raid train events, some other cool events. All of it started on one quiz night that we wanted to do, really. We did a quiz night together and just sort of went from there effectively. Like I say, had some fun times there. But towards like end of October, I want to say, I ended up, here's the mental health bit, I ended up in a bit of a bad place, I'd say. Like, stream-wise, I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I wasn't happy with like everything that was going on in life in general, really. So I sort of thought to myself that something had to change, which is why I ended up taking the whole of December off from streaming and just distance myself a little bit, really, I suppose. But yeah, the real reason I took that break was I was not in a good place, and I didn't feel like TCN was something that I wanted to be doing anymore, because it was making me feel bad about myself in a way. It's hard to explain. Like, mental health is a weird thing. It's like, it's hard to explain how you feel, because realistically you don't, as much as you know how you feel, very hard to explain why you feel that way. Like, I have lost family members due to mental health. I know other family members that have also felt like depressed and had mental health problems. So yeah, I won't go into it too much, because otherwise I'm going to end up tearing up on camera. We don't want that, let's be honest. But yeah, that is the reason I took a break over December. I just had to distance myself from stuff a bit, and even when I announced I was coming back, part of me always knew that I was going to leave it at some point, because I promised myself that if I ended up in like a really low, bad, depressing place again, I was going to have to leave it, because I just couldn't. It's not worth doing it to yourself again and again and again. You know what I mean? You think, this is causing me a problem mentally, physically, everything really. It's just not worth sticking with it. Because I mean, I've had jobs in the past I've had to leave because of mental health problems that it's caused me to have. So it's not like a new thing for me. And honestly, leaving that job was the best decision I ever made, because it was just one thing I didn't have to worry about anymore. And in some respects, this is very similar. Obviously, like I say, I started again in January, just over a month ago now. Then, obviously, the last few days, some of you may know, around Thursday afternoon, I want to say it started. I ended up in a very bad place, which is why the last few days I've just been very quiet, spoken to hardly anyone. But I do appreciate people that have been checking on me, by the way. Without you guys, I don't know what would have happened. But yeah, that's probably the worst I've ever felt. Until maybe the job situation, I would say. I mean, but the job thing, it was sort of like bad for over a long period of time. This time around, it was just like a lot shorter a time, like 3-4 days, but it was a lot worse in how I was feeling about myself. Because long story short, guys, I just felt like, sorry for the hand movement, I just felt like, you know when you just feel like you're not good enough for the people you're involved with, or you just feel like you're second string to someone else, or but you feel second best, basically, if you know what I mean. When you're in that sort of situation, you don't really know how to react. And your brain is just like all over the place. So that's why I took a few days to sort of think, what do I want to do now? And that sort of leads us to this point. After a lot of thinking, and it was a lot of thinking, so I hope no one doesn't think that this had just come out of nowhere, because this is like months of decision making. This is not like a 5-minute decision. But over the last few days, it's like sped up the decision in a way. Like I was honestly planning on leaving TCN at the end of this month anyway, if I'm being 100% honest with you guys. It's not what I want to be doing anymore. I don't feel like I can mentally bring myself to do that thing anymore. Maybe further down the line I'll be able to do something similar. But right now, in this time and space, the whole COVID thing going on, all stuck inside, that just felt to me like one more thing I had to worry about. And mentally I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So that was always my plan. But this obviously, like I say, it sped up the decision. I had to bring it forward, because if I didn't, who knows what would have happened. I would have just been in a constant loop of feeling bad about myself, and I don't want to like fall out with people over it, if you know what I mean, because then I'm just going to feel worse about myself. And I was honestly considering just going, right, I'm just going to stop streaming, full stop, end it all, delete my channel, delete everything to do with it. Maybe in a year or two I'll start again or something. But instead, I happened to be browsing through Twitter one day, as you do, and obviously I saw that people were tweeting about lockdown TV. And I had a look at it, I joined Discord. Turns out it's made up of a lot of people that I already knew from streaming, and that I met towards like the start of my journey way back in like April, May time. So in a way, it was a bit of a lifeline for me. It was like, if you do want to keep streaming, this is the perfect opportunity to keep doing it, but allow you to get away from the one thing that's making you feel bad about yourself. So I took that opportunity instantly, basically. Like, it was like, if I want to keep streaming, I have to do this. I have to make this decision. I have to grasp the opportunity, so to speak. So I'm now going to be with Lockdown TV, guys. But like I say, I don't want any bad blood with people over on TCN. You guys are always going to be like effectively like an online family to me. Like, I don't want to like have arguments with you guys. I've got nothing against you at all. I don't want to like lose you as friends just because I've made a decision I feel mentally I had to make. Yeah, it's hard to explain, guys, if I'm honest with you. I won't lie. But deep inside my head, I know I had to do it. So that is why I did it. But I still do want to like be friends with all you guys over there. Hopefully you can like meet some of the new people that I'm going to be like getting more involved with, because I know a lot of you guys already know some of them anyway. So you already know you get on relatively well. And it's not like I'm disappearing off the face of the planet. I'm still on Twitch. I'm still in my own Discord, which you're welcome to stay in. I'm not going to remove you from it. Just some roles may change a little bit. But other than that, you still mean a lot to me, and I don't want to lose you. Because we've been through a lot together the last few months, and it would just be a shame to like throw it all away over one decision that I had to make. Because if I didn't make that decision, I wouldn't be around at all, either Twitch or otherwise. But I don't really want to talk about that. Because that's just going to open up a whole other depressing conversation, which I'd rather not go into. I just hope that you guys sort of understand why I've made the decision I have. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to DM me on Discord, Twitter, Facebook, if you've got me on Facebook. Anything, just know I'm not looking to have an argument with you guys. So if I do get a vibe that you're trying to kick off with me, I'm just going to ignore you and remove you from my life, because I can't be dealing with it. So that's just going to send me down a whole other path again, and it's not going to end well. So, like I said, I hope you guys can understand why I've done what I have. It's something I had to do. I'm not going to fill this with like I said, I'm not going to like edit the hell out of this video. I'm not going to put like transitions and bloody video pop-ups and all sorts in it. This is just me explaining why I've done what I've done. Because we all make our decisions for a reason at the end of the day. Whether it may seem selfish to other people, or you know it's the right decision for you, realistically, unless you're in that position that that person who's made the decision is in, you have no idea what they're going through. So you need to just sort of give that person a bit of a break, benefit of the doubt, and just accept that, basically. Like I say, I hope you guys over on TCN don't give up on it, because we did build an awesome community of people over there, and regardless of me being involved or not, I don't want you guys all to just throw it away because I mentally could not do it anymore, basically. But yeah, I've been rambling on for nearly 15 minutes now. Like I say, I appreciate everyone that has popped in to check on me over the last few days and tried to distract me somewhat from it. Here is to what the future may hold for us. Like I say, if you need to ask me something, or you just want to tell me something. As long as you're not kicking off at me, I'm happy to have a chat with you. It's not a problem. But until then, you know how it goes. Peace.